So open your eyes and gaze into the abyss as we delve deeper into Canada's crawl space.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Breaking news, a school shooting with reports of multiple fatalities, this time in Santa Fe,
20
Texas.
to 24 people dead.
At least 59 now dead. More than
possible school shooting at Saskatchewan in Canada.
A suspected serial killer in Toronto. The 66-year-old landscaper Bruce McCarthy
police in Winnipeg may have stopped a serial killer. John Paul Osteen
We don't know where the oh, fuck off. Alternative facts.
Yeah, that's bullshit. It's not bullshit, it's just an alternative fact.
Different.
So, we
Hello.
really stopped having anything to talk about there.
As soon as record button goes,
We are done. I need some water, actually. I forgot to get that.
Well, we have to, introduce the podcast. That's important.
Your voice is very sultry and, low right now.
That's because I don't want to, yell.
That's fair.
soft
Let me
and
yell.
seductive.
Welcome to Canada's Crawl Space. You could actually...
Canada's?
Canada's.
Welcome to Grandma's Crawl Space.
Cranberry Crawl Space.
I would go there.
Cranberries, there was a... they would say that harvesting cranberries, you got a lot of hazard pay because of wolf spiders.
Oh.
But apparently that's not a fact. That's not true.
They are in the water, though, right?
Well, the wolf spiders are on the cranberries and shit because they're catching other pests.
Right, yeah.
But apparently it's not as much of an issue as they say it was.
Oh, yeah.
So don't be afraid of wolf spiders in the cranberry bog.
There was a little spider in the hallway this morning, or yesterday morning at the school, and I was tapping my foot trying to get it to move, and it wouldn't do anything. And I was like, "Come on, dude! I don't want to sweep you up." And then so I put my hand down, and I just went kind of slapped right behind it, and he kind of jumped right straight up, and then bolted away.
Was it a jumping spider?
No, it was just
It was
a
a scared spider.
Yeah, I think he just got spooked.
Jumping spiders are cool as hell.
I know. I've seen them. I've seen them in the garden.
They move very erratically.
Ninjas.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they instant transmutation.
Yeah.
Or instant transmission, just
Neither of you guys are spider killers.
No, I like spiders.
That's excellent. I like spiders as well. It's a fight in my house with my my wife and my daughter sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
They just want to squish shit.
No.
I'll
I'll even leave some of the beetles. If a maple bug is by itself, I'll leave it. But if there's a bunch, I'm I can't stand that. But mainly because the one time I started tapping my foot back and forth, just rhythmically, and it started going they're coming at me with the same rhythm. I'm I don't want to be the beetle.
You were having a dance off with it.
Yeah, basically. I was it's pretty cool though.
Mm-hmm.
If an orb weaver gets into the house or something, or if there's a cobweb spider in the house, I'll try to put a cap of water beside kind of where they're hanging out. Mm-hmm. And then they've got a water source, and then it's up to them to survive and find pests to eat, but I'll assist them in the water department.
Nice.
They go outside for me, but I will not. I'm not going to kill them.
Well, I mean, typically they're probably going to have better luck outside because they're not going to have a lot of a food source inside, but you can give them water. In the event that they want to try to make a play of things inside, I'll give them the opportunity. I'll say, if you want to be here, maybe you'll get a fruit fly or something. Or I'll try to catch flies and throw them in the web for them. That's nice.
The thing about, house spiders is that they are born, more than likely, and raised in the house. And if you put them outside, they more than likely will die.
Yeah, cobweb spiders are fine.
They don't even know what wind is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They've had generations of spiders come before them. No wind, no floods, no nothing.
Yeah, it depends on the spider. Some spiders obviously are going
I'm
to be
sure
better.
they'll get some instincts.
And if they're in your
once
basement,
they get out there.
basement spiders are going to have more luck because you're going to have more pests down there. So you're not.
Yeah, if they're living downstairs.
Yeah.
I just mean like putting them outside from inside.
It's like sending out like a dog that's
like
been
an
in
alien.
captivity for his whole life and like
Yeah.
being
Well,
like,
if I don't, my females
Oh,
in my
I
life
know.
are going to kill them 100%.
They'll
Yes.
I'm giving them a chance.
Yeah, no, that's fair for sure. They might see a smorgasbord as soon as they get out, right? They're like, holy crap.
it's better to have the opportunity to survive than to be snuffed out entirely
Yeah.
by somebody afraid of them. Yes.
And then you got to worry about the vendetta. If that spider didn't make it home, its family is like,
Where is he?
it's coming.
Got to see a spider wrapping up a fly for the first time
Nice.
last year.
That's a cool thing to see.
Yeah, I videoed it and I was like, that's fucking really cool. And then Eden had to come. She's like, that's neat, squish.
Oh no, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Canada's spiders.
Canada's. Well, wait. Again, there is lots of
Wanna
spiders
grab
in
some water?
Canada's
Anybody
crawl
need
space.
anything?
I would take a non-sugared liquid beverage.
Have a bubbly?
Sure. Yep.
I will also have a bubbly.
Here, I'll just limbo underneath you. Crawling down.
That was a shitty limbo.
For the viewers at home who aren't viewing, there's a tiny dog attacking me the entire time.
His name is Parmesan. And,
Parmesan,
has an
yeah.
oral fixation on Corey. That was me last episode.
Yeah, I was just getting bit the whole time.
I'm just ignoring it.
Well, now she's followed Sean away, so now she can't hurt me anymore. So the intent today, obviously, is to discuss some of the more incredulous things that have happened through the news in recent months, weeks, but also,
You're a good man, John.
thank you. This is Lime Buble. Fuck, talk about getting lucky and just being Michael Bublé and just like your last name is Bublé, so you're just like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll make hundreds of thousands of dollars because my last name is similar to yours.
Millions.
Oh, yeah, he's a big name. His sponsorship would have been lots.
Michael Bublé. He's a crooner.
He's a funny dude too,
That's not
though.
really crooning.
No, I was gonna say he's like your grandma's crooner, for sure.
But with the younger
He
man's
is
attitude,
your grandma's
Yeah,
crooner.
he is.
he was back when Mr. George Strombolopoulos, my boyfriend, had the hour, his red chair show. He had Michael Bublé on, and Bublé was talking about some fan gave him a stuffed teddy bear. He's like, oh, that's very nice, but he's like, I'm a dude, I don't want a stuffed teddy bear. So he gave it to his niece, and so his niece, she hugged it, and apparently there was a thing in there that activated when the niece hugged it, and it was this lady's voice going, oh, I suck your dick so good.
And this was something that Michael Bublé was given?
Yeah, so
And then he gave it to his niece?
but unknowing that, because he
No,
just thought
that-
it,
He never hugged it.
yeah, he was supposed to hug it, and then hear the naughty things that came out of it, but he's a 37-year-old dude at that point that just didn't hug teddy bears.
It was like a 70-year-old woman that gave it to him, too, probably.
Could be.
I love your rendition of Merry Christmas.
I can take them right out for you.
Does Michael Bublé do non-Christmas related content? Or is he primarily...
I think so.
Or is
He
he
would have to.
primarily Christmas-related content?
I think that's when we probably hear him the most, just like Mariah Carey. But
that's his
he's-
most famous time.
Yeah.
Most popular is Christmas.
Have him and Mariah Carey ever done anything together? I feel like
No, they don't exist on the same plane.
they're both like...
they threatened to cross over at Christmas.
I would
but
love to see like a Mariah Carey, Michael Bublé like duet.
I want to see a death match.
Or that. Yeah, that's good too.
The world would cease to exist.
Britney Spears was in the Epstein files, wasn't she?
Britney Spears was just arrested yesterday. or the day
DUI.
before. Yeah, drugs
It's
and alcohol.
funny because like for so long everybody was like they made a fucking documentary about like free Britney, and they're like Britney Spears deserves to be free. She doesn't need a executor,
The conservator.
a conservatorship, and she doesn't need to be protected. And then like they cut her loose. They're like, fine. You're free, Britney, and she's like, "Yes," and then it's just been like
Dancing with
unhinged fucking
knives.
chaos since.
But you know that's not her. That's just a clone or something.
Oh, I don't know.
But yeah, I follow her on Instagram just to watch the crazy dances.
Is she still just doing that?
Yep.
Well, and
consistently.
she got
Yeah.
the DUI
I guess
just
yeah.
recently.
So
And
she's going places.
Justin Timberlake is suing to like prevent the release of the body cam footage from his DUI arrest.
Oh yeah,
So that must be fun. That's got to be
I want
crazy.
to see that.
Mel Gibson-ish, I bet.
Well, it's got to be.
Man, Mel Gibson. It happened to Mel Gibson before, like, the internet, didn't it? Or around the internet?
No, it was well into the internet
Oh, okay.
because that's how it was broadcast
It
so
happened
much.
to him. What the fuck am I talking?
He did it to himself.
I know. What am I saying?
And then Kiefer Sutherland, he's like, I'm going to take that ball and run with it several times.
Did he? I never saw
Oh, yeah,
that.
Kiefer Sutherland, he's an ass. And
man.
even just recently, he got arrested for being a drunk asshole. And
Okay.
it's happened a few
Mel
times.
Gibson was at the forefront of the like saying that Hollywood was a cesspool of fucking degenerates, though.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
and you got to give that to him.
Yep.
Kudos to
Credit.
Mel Gibson for being at the forefront of that. You fell off a little bit with the drunken DUI arrests and the things you said.
Hey,
but,
sugar tits.
Sugar tits.
but before that, he was at the forefront of
This is very true.
in I don't know, like you, there were a lot of people that we would be like saying, "Oh, that person's an insane conspiracy theorist," and at that point, now we know that's just not the case.
Well
not the
done
case.
bringing that to conspiracy theories.
We're
there.
about 4 or 5 months away from the Earth being flat, and it's just a little curve. It's just so big, but it's flat.
What's going to happen in 4 or 5 months?
I'm just saying.
That's when we learned
I'm
that the
just
flat
saying,
earthers
like-
were right.
Oh, that's when we. That's when the
I was just saying.
That's
like,
one
with
conspiracy
how
I'll never
things
really
are going.
get on.
Potentially,
But the question I have,
I don't know. I'm doing a little
with
shrug
the
thing.
flat Earth conspiracy. What is the benefit of there not being a flat Earth?
Well, then magic and everything is real,
Yeah, but why? Why?
which
wouldn't it
they
be?
also
why can't
prove
it be?
in the Epstein files is apparently what they've all been doing, is doing magic and shit.
What's these? What was that about McDonald's human meat in the Epstein files? I didn't catch that.
Goyslop?
Is that what it was? That's what it's called.
That's us. That's for us.
Yeah, no, I know. But is that what
They're
that?
fattening us up, getting us slow, and basically, yeah.
But like the kids in Hansel and Gretel, they're just force feeding us garbage so we taste better.
Yeah.
Kind of.
We're veal.
I mean,
I'm trying to de-veal
in
myself.
Canada, even all of us, whoever had that company from that took our pictures.
Edge Imaging that takes the school photos.
No, it was
No,
Life
it
Touch.
was,
we had Life Touch at my
Before
school.
Life Touch, there was another one though, wasn't it?
Oh, I can't
Oh,
remember.
who the fuck made the rings? Who made the rings? The class rings?
I have no clue.
Was that fucking Johnson or Jostin? Or
I
some
went to
shit?
a small town school that we didn't get rings.
Right.
So
We could have got rings, right, Sean?
I think so.
Fuck.
I
Can
wouldn't
you
know.
imagine just having a high school ring?
this is cool until the end of this year, and then
Being
nobody
like,
cares.
My parents bought me a high school ring.
Even the other people in my high school don't care after we graduate.
No, that's what I try to like. My boy, he was just apparently being bullied, but like not bullied, but like they would whisper and laugh. There's this kid in his class. So for one, he's 11 years old. Some of these kids have fucking Snapchat, which is insane to me.
Oh, yeah.
That their parents let them have Snapchat. You should not do that for an 11, 12, 13-year-old.
You heard it. Yeah.
So they had Snapchat, and apparently this one kid also had Spicy Truth or Dare, and he was having a sleepover. And Spicy Truth or Dare is like an adult thing as well. Another 11-year-old kid, like an 11-year-old girl, has got this fucking app. So then he like did this. He like did like it was like do a weird pose or something. So he like did a weird pose where he like put his butt out, but he tells me he had his pants on. So I believe him. I said, well, if you didn't, that's another thing entirely. We got to like deal with that. But then apparently they took a picture, put it on Snapchat, and then somebody took a screenshot of that, and then they started sending it around. And then, so there's just a picture of him like sticking his butt out, pants on, and then the kids found that funny, I guess. I don't know. But
I've found dumber things funnier as a child.
I know, but like I don't know, like it's so fucking weird.
Oh, yeah,
that,
like my kids, I don't let my daughter play Roblox. My Luke is 17. He has an Instagram account. That's all he has. And yeah.
So I'll tell you this with Roblox, because of that controversy surrounding like the child predatory nature of it and with chat and everything, they have put age gates on the chat now.
I've just recently heard about this.
The chat doesn't even function anymore. I'm age gated on Roblox when I play with my boy. I can't even see the chat because I've never confirmed my age. So the chat just shows up as fucking like stars. So they have. Now you can't even nobody can talk to you so now she can just play without worrying about people talking.
Liam, he probably hasn't played Roblox in a long time, but he made it before they had all the restrictions and everything, right? And his name, you can't even search for his name. It's like Golden Showers.
Oh, so his name is like shadow banned, even though it still exists.
Go and play it and everything. Yeah, you can't change it.
You're staying a pervert name,
right?
Yeah, Roblox.
It was something like. Maybe I'm wrong on that.
They definitely took everything to heart, and they did everything they had to make it safe for children.
But as you should when
when your entire gamer base is
Absolutely,
basically children.
And I was like playing with my boy yesterday or today. We were playing this game, and he's like, "My boy, I've abandoned my child. I've abandoned my boy."
I was going for my boy Blue. But
we were playing, and then I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "Oh yeah, that's why even have that?" And so he was like, "Wow, there aren't many adults that play Roblox, Dad." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's a great point. I guess if you're just playing Roblox with out having kids, that's a bit odd and weird."
Yeah.
Since the primary player base is all children, so
yeah.
But now I guess without now you can't even chat if you're a kid, which is the way it should be. There's ways to circumvent that and get around it if you really want to be a weird kid, but like Australia,
there's a lot of them out there.
Australia's banned social media for anybody under 16.
Yeah,
I like that.
Last year.
And we've talked about doing that here in Canada as well. And I don't think that's a bad idea.
Nope.
I fully
Not
support
with
it.
the Epstein elites. What are they called? The Epstein. What are they? I saw it called. I don't know. It was
What?
It's like a category. Well, because they're the ones hunting all the kids.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Guaranteed, anybody affiliated with that whole thing and any child's trafficking that was going on through Roblox was all the same thing.
Look,
You know what I mean?
You think, I don't know, that seems a bit small potatoes for I think that.
I don't know.
But that's a massive pool to draw from.
It is, but is it? I don't know. I wouldn't know if I'd say that's related to the Epstein thing.
Well, I have no idea.
There's sex perverts.
Well,
everywhere,
no, I mean, if it's just an
pedophiles.
individual dude coercing somebody, yeah.
Yeah, if we're
I
talking.
mean, if there's any kids that have gone missing and stuff like that.
You're talking about human
all-
trafficking.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember?
What did I say?
Wayfair. Was Wayfair in the Epstein files?
You guys know way more about it than I do.
Sean knows more about it than I do. But so there was something that came out years back, and on Wayfair you could type in people's names, and it would show so you would type in Jessica on Wayfair, and it would say Jessica, dresser, wardrobe for $10,000. And then you're like, okay. And then people were trying to connect the names and the timelines to people that went missing. And people laughed, and people were like, yeah, well, that's just insane. That's an insane concept. But it's become more believable than ever that people were being human trafficked through Wayfair by just having them and then you would say pay $10,000 for Jessica, and then you go and get your human being.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not buying a couch.
Yeah. It was a whole thing.
Oh, the world's a terrible place.
They do come up in it. It would take a while for me to find anything.
Are you on the DOJ website?
Oh yeah. But the 393 results of Wayfair.
It's insane to me.
That's like how many times it's been mentioned. That's many times in one file kind of thing, right? But
The DOJ literally withheld pages of the Epstein files.
And they're still withholding.
That involve Trump.
They're still withholding.
Yeah. And they've redacted things that involve Trump where they weren't just like baseless accusations.
Just recently, like as in a day or two ago, they released stuff that did tie Trump, I believe.
Even though just days before that they said everything had been released now?
no, there was the there was somebody, there was a victim. Is that how I?
Yeah, definitely victims.
She testified that like she had like 4 encounters with Trump. She was young, 12 or 13 years old. She bit his dick, and he beat the shit out of her.
Yeah, I've heard that
of those
one.
times.
But there was other stuff that was redacted as well and kept out of the Epstein files, even beyond that.
Yeah.
Stuff that NPR found it, I believe.
You were saying about the Wayfair, like he was, like Wayfair, he was subscribed to Wayfair, so that's why a lot of them are coming up.
But I mean,
I'm looking for just like none of the pictures that are on are like it says clearance and patio stuff, area rugs, right? But the pictures aren't going to come up.
Mm-hmm.
But it's basically.
Well, no, we're not going to see the pictures.
It's going to be an area rug, a picture.
See, the thing is, it's from Wayfair, quote unquote.
But it's a third-party seller.
But it's all blocked off.
Yeah.
Right. So it's all redacted, and it's to him. So like these things could have been women, on the pictures or whatever, to him specifically.
Well,
and then it looks like bedroom furniture that he's buying, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's not Wayfair selling it themselves.
No,
it's
no,
third-party sellers.
Yeah.
So third-party sellers using other websites to like traffic human beings.
Right. Yeah. Okay, I see. But yes, I bet you that yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And
like
now,
everything you thought was foolish was just real.
and it's not even like, I don't know, to be to not believe that all these rich, powerful people have like degenerate tendencies and like are complete scumbags. Because like you have all that money and you have everything you want. Now, what else can you get?
I'm bored. I want something I've never had before.
Yeah. Did we do introductions or anything?
We did not. No. We said it was Canada's crawl space.
Right, yeah.
I was like, we need to introduce ourselves. And you're like, Canada's crawl space.
Yeah, we talked about cranberries and then spiders.
Oh, welcome to Canada's crawl space. I am Corey.
I'm Jesse.
I'm Sean.
Sucker. I say it every time. Everyone gets stuck with him.
I like Sean. He's my friend.
He's a good guy, I suppose.
He is. He is. He likes spiders.
We all like spiders.
Epstein's.
What? No. Fuck you. Do not say that ever again.
Canada's Epstein's. Those guys are as bad as Epstein.
Have you seen the pictures of him still alive in Israel?
I have seen that. Now, I don't think that's actually him. I think it's a guy who looks like him.
I want to say it is, but
Is Epstein actually dead?
True.
Probably not. I mean, when he was suicided in prison, I guess they came in and took his body without like going through any of the proper channels.
Well, that's what's been happening with all these people.
Yeah.
Like, what's his name? With Charlie Kirk too.
Well, I think Charlie Kirk actually fucking died. He got shot.
No. I think so too. But I'm saying like they took his body and then it was like cremated and everything like that, like instantly.
Yeah, no,
and then they were there renovating that area the next day.
But I mean, like with Epstein, it was like none of the proper channels were followed for like the removal of the body or like anything
from a prison.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
I suppose.
As far as the Charlie Kirk thing, I understand if I had the place where he was shot at, I would want to make it look entirely different and try and get over that as soon as possible.
You just can't do that without hauling off a lot of money.
Erica Kirk is crazy as fuck.
You can't get a contractor in to completely destroy and rebuild something in one day.
If you spend enough money, you can. Because you're going to lose.
So then who's spending that money then is the real question.
But the thing is, you're losing that much money until you do. Like if you still have a crime scene with his blood is still there, you're not going to be able to utilize that space anyways.
Well, I mean, like they didn't even have police or anybody come in. There wasn't any investigation. Like they were sealing it over the next day.
What are we referring to?
Charlie Kirk.
His body or what?
No,
No, where he was shot.
where he was shot, like at that campus. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they completely destroyed and redid that whole area the next day, like
Interesting.
instantly.
Or did they just
And there was
haul
no
it away?
investigation. There was no police on site to do any kind of like
Well, they found
work. They just saw the videos. From what I've found, anyways, I haven't seen anything beyond the videos from police records.
Well, they traced the shooter to like where he would have been, right? And
Yeah.
where he came off.
From
and
the
they found
videos,
his
yeah.
guns and everything like that. So I don't know.
I mean, maybe there wasn't a lot of investigation having to be done because it was,
It's just like we know who did it.
Yeah.
But Erica Kirk is fucking insane and funny.
Just to reiterate.
This is another
she's
reason
like-
why I think it was a martyr.
He's
They're
like,
trying to martyr
they
him.
killed my husband. Please buy my shirts.
Right.
Everybody want a hat? $14 for a hat. Come
Doesn't
on.
she have a dating app too?
Probably. She's wild.
Oh man, she was on a reality TV show years ago.
Was she?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Oh, just wait. I gotta. This is my. I have so many rabbit holes. She ran a orphanage in Romania and got kicked out forever to never be able to return.
In Romania?
Yeah, when she was like 17.
That's sick.
Wait, what am I looking up right now?
You're
Erica
looking up
Kirk
Erica
and-
Kirk's hat prices.
Well, and her reality show.
Right.
How much for the merch?
Probably
In
a lot.
2019, Kirk launched the podcast. That year, she also appeared on the reality television series Summer House.
I'll be honest, it was like Amish in Paradise or something.
I've never
Just
heard of
Erica
Summer
Kirk.
House. But the thing is, she was always saying that she wasn't dating forever before meeting Charlie and stuff. And clearly, it's like she had like 3 guys that she was dating at one point, plus this reality dating show.
3 guys at the same time?
Like, no, well, back to back kind of thing. It wasn't like at the exact same time. And one of them is now the head of the organization.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's weird. Mm-hmm. That's a little weird, right?
yep. Yeah. They stayed tight.
Yeah. I don't know his name. I can't remember. I didn't actually I just
Stuff
see
goes
the
in, stuff goes
that
out.
you got to make room for new shit.
Well, and there's always new
There's too
stuff.
much shit.
There's too much shit these days.
I watch like the fucking news on Instagram. Andrew Kellerman, he's where I get the majority of that, and I listen to CBC Radio on my way to work. And that's where I get most of my news. And yeah, I'm way behind on everything.
Yeah.
I try to stay on top of everything to the best of my ability. Not having the news on social media is difficult, obviously, because it's harder to follow all of this.
Mm-hmm. You have to search it out.
But BBC, I follow for like the news in the UK and stuff, and then Apple News. For like $17 a month, you can get like every news source. That's almost would be worth it to like have all of that information at your fingertips.
BBC's good. I would also follow Al Jazeera.
I like
Yeah,
that.
Give
for-
you accurate Middle Eastern information.
It'll give you people that are right there.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. You got to
Like,
watch
you
out
still
for
have
bias.
to watch out. Yeah, of course.
But yeah, because I'll list before I go to bed. Sometimes I'll just go into my Google homepage, and it's kind of tailored to me now. There's lots of BBC, lots of Al Jazeera, and then 650,
Oh, yeah.
and that's where I get my local stuff. But I'll read that for like 15 minutes. I was like, I'm going to sleep now.
Yeah.
Yep. I bought tickets to go see the documentary about the Great Buffet of China commercial.
Oh, that's right. That's such a good commercial.
That's what you were. That's what you were broadcasting on the page today.
I bought some tickets. Well, not today. That was the other day, yesterday or the day before. Right.
I just
mentioned that.
saw it
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
The Houchi.
Houchi. I was saying Houchi.
God, that was the greatest window of time, I think. 97, 98.
Those were different times.
Those were there was good video games, there was bad video games, there was like barely any internet. It was just like the beginnings.
Well, it's funny because
Rutgers was still fun to go to.
look at the new Scary Movie
I was also
trailer.
10 or 11, 12, whatever.
And they're like, we don't care who we offend anymore. And it's like in the year 2000 when Scary Movie first came out, and then it was like that was not bad. That was like normal.
Yeah.
And now it's like everything's offensive and like it has to be like considerate of everybody's feelings. So they're like, we don't care who we offend. And it's like, this just seems normal to a millennial.
It seems like a scary movie trailer to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than the they them pronouns, that wasn't in the original one because that wasn't a thing. But everything else was straight up
They're
scary
gonna
movie.
cancel culture.
And I think that's what they were
saying.
like. People are upset about the use of like the pronouns in the murder scene, and it's like, well, yeah, of course, but
Isn't it making fun of it though? Like,
yeah, it is.
right?
But that's
Like,
what people are like. It's
they're
not a joke.
Yeah, okay, I see. That's what it is, Sean.
My gender identity is not a joke.
I love those first two scary movies.
Oh, they're the best.
Oh yes, yeah.
So good.
This is straight nostalgia bait now. This new scary movie. They brought every character. Doofy's back.
Doofy, yeah.
The butler with the gimpy
my
hand is
strong
back.
Apparently, he never said grab my strong hand when she was out.
Yeah,
or
that's
when they
a
were at the
Mandela
window.
effect thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I just found out about that. That's what I always thought. I thought he was like, grab my little hand. It's my strong hand. I thought he said something
That's what
like that.
everybody
He says,
thought.
"Take my hand."
But he doesn't say take my strong hand though. He
Okay.
takes my little hand or something like that. Or she's like, no. I thought it was like no, and they're like, or Shorty. It was Shorty, right? Whoever it was out the window. I thought they were like, no. It's like, but it's my strong hand. I swear it was like that. But
I
apparently
first
it's
thought it was
not.
take my strong hand. Yeah.
We're all gonna have to rewatch it.
Yeah. So
Scary Movie 2 is pretty wicked.
another Mandela
I
effect
was
from
in-
the elites.
I was in BC.
Sean, you went too far down the rabbit hole.
Oh, I could get further.
Scary Movie 1 I watched in Vernon, BC, and then marched 3 miles back to camp because they punished us for being late. So it was worth it.
It is. Did you stick around for the very end with Doofy in the vacuum?
No. There was a scene after?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't think
Like
so.
when he straightened out.
No, it's
right.
Doofy. He's with his vacuum cleaner at the end of the movie.
No, because I think we had to run. I think we were like, oh, no, it's over. Let's get out of here. And then I didn't see that part.
Yeah, there's like a post-credit scene with Doofy and his vacuum cleaner.
I feel like that would almost like ruin it, though, because was he actually fucking a vacuum or was that
Oh
just...
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
His pants were down.
Yeah, but why would he be? Because it was all a facade.
Because to keep it.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, but you
have
just
to-
got to make people think you're fucking a vacuum. You don't actually fuck
He's
the
gonna
vacuum.
commit to the bit. He's a
there we
method
go.
actor.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Commit to the bit.
I prefer to think that everybody thought he was like a retard fucking vacuums, and then he was like the
Well, he
coolest
was-
dude
he
in
was
town.
pretending to be a retard, but
Jim
fucking vacuum.
Jim Carrey became what's his name during Man on the Moon?
Andy Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman, right?
Did you hear the theory that Andy Kaufman has been Jim Carrey this entire time?
I just heard that like a week ago.
Well, that actually makes sense.
Andy Kaufman's been method acting as Jim
Right,
Carrey.
this whole time.
That whole Jim Carrey thing with like the France.
Yeah.
It was like an award that he received, and everybody was saying it wasn't him, that
Yeah.
it was somebody, and he's dead. And like
It's a clone.
if somebody, and I'm like, he just looks like Jim Carrey with like facial work done.
Yeah,
like,
which also makes me upset because how is he going to do his faces?
well, but he's kind of retired now.
Yeah, he's no longer the zany guy.
Right? Yeah, that's true. This is true. Also,
He does Sonic and that's
a
it
lot of
now.
people
Yeah,
are
Sonic 4
complaining
maybe.
about it being like it's not like him. He doesn't be like this.
You're having a rough day.
He doesn't act like this at the usual Hollywood things, but this wasn't Hollywood.
No, this is like
this was France,
and this is like an important.
and he was learning
achievement.
French.
He's very much a different person than he was. But
Yeah.
it's been Ace Ventura came out in '94. Like he's had a lot of time to.
Doesn't he like literally hate fucking Hollywood too? Like, isn't
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
like
I think that's why he moved to France.
The only reason he does anything is because it's Sonic now.
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
it.
That's the only thing he was coming back for.
Like
I
when
said.
Kick-Ass 2 came out, he completely disowned the movie, wouldn't do any press for it, and seemed like that was kind of the end of his career. By choice, though.
Yeah. Which he did good in that movie. He was good in that movie.
The first movie was so much better, though.
Oh, it was, yes. But and then somebody tried posting like an AI thing saying that they were Jim Carrey
I know.
at
Some makeup artist.
Yeah. That was a wild
loser.
Yeah.
Come on, it's Jimmy.
Well, Avril Lavigne is dead, and she's a body double.
Melissa. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. She died a while ago, too.
Yeah, she not very deep into her career, I believe.
No.
So what I
Someone
want
made it too complicated.
if we're
It was
if
the
we're
skater boy.
on
To go make things so
if we're on conspiracies today,
We're on everything. We've already been talking for half an hour.
what I want to talk about today, I don't know where we would ever put this in an actual episode, so I want to bring it into this.
Perfect.
And that is the Martinsville satanic sex scandal.
Brotherhood of the Ram.
Yep. The Brotherhood of the Ram. It happened in 91, 92 in Martinsville, Saskatchewan.
Is there not enough information to do a whole episode on this one?
I don't know.
But anyways, go on.
Totally think there is.
This can be like a
But
precursor
just north
for
of
us.
Saskatoon. Obviously, it's one of the most controversial criminal cases in Canadian history. In 1992, a mother in Martinsville claimed a home babysitter/daycare operator named Linda Sterling had sexually abused her child. Police started investigating, interviewing children who attended the babysitting service. During the interviews, some children initially described sexual abuse. Investigators kept questioning more kids. The stories became more extreme and bizarre over time. Children began telling investigators about a secret satanic cult called the Brotherhood of the Ram. According to allegations, the cult ran a secret devil church, performed ritual sexual abuse of children, included members of local police forces, conducted occult rituals, kidnapped children from daycare for ceremonies. Now, this obviously sounds a lot like what we've been seeing with Epstein lately.
Yeah.
And this is 92.
Oh, Epstein goes before that, though.
Yeah, well, yeah, it does. You're right.
He was just the new
when
scribe.
Ghislaine Maxwell was like a teenager.
Financier in the group or whatever.
Children
right?
described disturbing things like being locked in cages, being
But
placed
also, he's
in
a
freezers,
Rothschild, so that makes sense, too.
being forced to drink blood, sexual abuse during rituals, and seeing adults in rows performing ceremonies. At its peak, more than a dozen people were charged. Over 100 criminal charges were laid, and 5 police officers from multiple departments were accused of being cult members. Now,
And they went on to probably just live normal lives
well,
after they got found out.
well, there was a whole issue with that. Like, it wasn't. Nobody really lived a normal life after all
Well,
of this.
probably not,
but
yeah.
The accused include the daycare operator, her husband, her adult son, other local residents, several police officers. At the height of the investigation, police believed the cult might attack churches. Officers were warned the cult might kidnap children or burn buildings. Rumors spread throughout the region. One internal police memo warned that an occult group might strike on a specific night tied to rituals. Nothing actually happened that night, but the fear in the town was intense. So now what happened was most of the charges collapsed. Poor police investigation, improper interviews with children, leading questions, children being praised when they accused the people. We discussed that in the past.
Oh, yeah.
Very much a witch hunt.
Yeah.
So now the only conviction, Travis Sterling, the daycare operator's son, was convicted on 2 counts of molestation involving children. But none of the satanic cult claims were proven. There was no evidence of a satanic cult, ritual abuse, a devil church, or police involvement. Later investigation by the RCMP conducted and concluded that the original case had been driven by emotional hysteria, poor investigative practices, improper interviewing of children, and it became an example of satanic panic that had happened in the late 80s, which can be seen in Stranger Things Season 4.
Yeah.
I remember because I was like 11, 12 when that investigation was happening. So yeah, that was like, whoa. And then it was like, oh, well, fine then.
Saskatchewan, we've been pretty, we've had some cults.
Yes,
Holy
we have.
shit. We should just, there's probably an episode.
Of
there's
Saskatchewan
that,
cults.
the Queen of Canada.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
From Richmond, right?
That was like living in Regina.
Well, and then
Richmond.
kicked out of town and then moved into the school, at Richmond. And
Well,
then
they were
invited.
Yeah, invited. I was just listening to a
Yeah, it was like
podcast about it.
somebody owned the school and told them they could stay there.
But he was even like, I didn't know it was going to...
Yeah.
He was like, oops.
These guys suck. And then, they had the power and sewer and water cut off, but they just kept shitting there.
Yeah.
So Ron and Linda Sterling actually sued the government, and they reached a settlement of $924,000 Canadian. Police officer John Popovich, 1.3 million Canadian for malicious prosecution.
Shit.
And then today, the investigation is considered a mass hysteria event. The satanic cult allegations were fabricated. That's what some people think. Others think real abuse occurred but was covered up. The truth is never fully uncovered.
Well, if the son was charged with molestation, then abuse
Something
happened.
And, something happened, and what to what extent, and like. So, it's been covered in a docuseries in the CFC podcast, Uncover Satanic Panic, which is something that could be looked into. This is basically just a very quick rundown of the occurrence.
Yeah.
We could dive into it and then look into each person, like Popovich, and how they were dealt with and who was accused.
These people are probably still around and alive.
Oh, absolutely.
they would be for
obviously
sure, 'cause
it's only 90s, yeah.
But that was a huge, and obviously it sounds very much on par with what's currently occurring.
Yeah.
On Little St.
if-
James.
But everything, I don't know.
So I don't
one
remember the
was-
Brotherhood of the Ram part until you guys know the band Shooting Guns.
No.
They're a band from here in Saskatoon, like 7-member instrumental, like doomy band. They almost won a Polaris Award, which is a fairly prestigious Canadian music award. Anyways, they put out an album called Brotherhood of the Ram. I was like, that sounds badass. So I Googled it and I was like, oh, that's tied to Martinsville. So it took a heavy metal band for me to learn about the Brotherhood of the Ram.
Well, that's good. Music is all about learning and teaching.
Educational.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought that was very interesting. I thought it was very apt to bring up the Brotherhood of the Ram. And obviously there's the Queen of Canada and other such things that have happened.
She was actually more about talking about that there is like satanic stuff going around, like kids being trafficked and everything.
I didn't know that.
That was one of her main things. Like, basically take everything that you would have thought was a conspiracy, and she was completely one of the biggest voices for that, because she had like tens of thousands of followers on this. I can't remember what the page was, but it wasn't like a normal social media thing.
Okay.
It was either like a bulletin kind of board where she would talk to her followers. I can't remember what it was though. It's a CBC podcast. You can find it though. What's it called?
Look at us shilling for other podcasts.
Right. Well,
them.
It's done really well. She talked to people and everything. It was an investigative reporter,
Yeah.
right? So gets the information.
We should actually
firsthand.
do an episode on the cults in Canada. That
No,
could
that's
be
what I was
very
saying. Yeah,
interesting,
right.
Like the
We could do a series of it.
Order of the Solar Temple.
It's called the Cult Queen of Canada from Uncover.
All right.
Uncover is the show.
Yeah, I get you. What is the Silver Temple thing that you were just talking about? I've never heard of that.
Oh, the Order of the Solar Temple.
Okay.
It was active in the 80s and 90s. They believed in mixed Templar mythology, New Age spirituality, and apocalyptic beliefs. Members believed they would transition to a higher plane of existence, which is typical for most cults. In 1994 to 97, members died in a series of ritual murder-suicides in Quebec, Switzerland, and France. Total deaths, 74 people.
Oh,
Jeepers.
shit.
Many victims were found in ceremonial robes arranged in ritual circles. It was one of the largest cult tragedies in modern history, and it was in Canada.
And to have it happen across multiple countries is,
Yeah.
wow.
Good organizing.
Yeah.
There was a group
not wrong.
called Children of God, later the Family International.
I think I've heard of that one.
Significant presence in Canada, founded in 1968. Apocalyptic Christianity, which is always good.
It's what's good. It's what sells the.
Communal living.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of
Make them scared.
Yeah.
a lot of child sex abuse in that one, in that cult.
I swear I've heard about that one.
This is the Anthill Kids. Have you heard about them?
These are crazy.
Now that is from the late 70s to 89. It was Roch Thorold, and he claimed he was a prophet preparing followers for the apocalypse. The cult became extremely violent. He committed acts including severe physical abuse, torture of members, forced surgeries without anesthesia, and murder. 2 members were killed. He was sentenced to life in prison, and he was murdered in prison in 2011.
Yeah, I just last year I heard about that because I was watching a thing on YouTube about different cults, and yeah, they specifically had that one as like one of the craziest and most violent ones. Yeah, Canada.
We're repressed people.
Gotta get our angers out somehow.
Yeah.
We'll say sorry after.
After
They
our
were-
cult.
You guys remember that? I don't even know how you pronounce this, but the NXIVM, NXIVM.
Yeah, Nivium.
But remember that fucking chick from
Smallville? Yeah. Oh, two of them from Smallville, but one of them was
like
more way up involved.
One of them was coerced into like going and like become a part of it, but the other one was like a straight up like kidnapper, like a human trafficker. Yep. The one that played. You ever see Smallville, Sean?
I watched the first. It would have been years ago, so I'm going to say no.
Oh fuck!
It was Lana and the blonde girl,
Chloe Sullivan.
Yeah,
the one that played Chloe Sullivan. She was like a huge member of this cult. What the fuck? How is it pronounced? Nixium?
Nixium? Is it Nixim?
It was
it's got a 7 in it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking. I don't know how even we pronounce that. I'll have to look into it after.
11.
Yeah, apparently she was just doing some interviews about it. She's still in jail, but yeah, doing some interviews about her time in the cult, why she did what she did. I haven't listened to them, so I got no input there. But you, dear listener, can listen to them yourselves.
Why did I do it? They offered me a lot of money, and I'm a fucking degen.
And a lot of money. So this bag at my feet, is this some potato chips?
We got some chips to be tested, to taste here.
I got to shout out one of our listeners that...
Puppy dog.
Oh, you talking about the dill pickle garlic chips? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
She deserves a shout out.
Yeah.
So are we digging into these?
Yes.
Yeah, open one.
All right.
I have a dog bugging me now. Hello, Parmesan. Do you have anything to tell the audience?
You're going to hear chip eating for a while here.
Yeah, you guys are going to love this.
You're going to love the way we eat chips.
You're going to love the way.
Extreme creamy garlic.
Are we all going to taste it at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, these are from Mandy. She picked them up for us.
Thanks, Mandy.
Yeah. She also
She personally dropped them off while I was shoveling. So.
Yeah. And she just picked up some VHSs from me from
nice.
I think it's from a Vermilion in that area, like a buy and sell.
Oh, nice.
So
everybody ready to dig in?
Yes.
ASMR.
I feel like an asshole doing this.
No, some people pay extra for this.
Some people are taking their headphones off and throwing them.
Yeah, but other people are like, yes, yes.
Thank you very much for these,
delicious,
Mandy.
though. That's a really good chip. Let me have some more of that.
Aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Aren't they?
I told you.
That's so good.
I appreciate the bond we've made over energy drinks on Instagram. It's fantastic.
Oh, Sean put them just out of reach.
Sorry.
Reach forward, grunt for them.
You're just going to have to listen to us chewing for
I'm going to give it a Jesse.
the last half hour.
We're just going to sit here for the last half hour eating chips.
No, it's pretty good. Who can make the grossest sound?
I don't know if I...
I'm not even going to try.
I'm just choking.
So are we going to discuss the upcoming format change?
Oh, yeah, maybe a little bit. Sorry, I'm eating chips.
We're looking to do more of scene reenactments rather than just an info dump.
And it'll have, like, I figure it'll be like a couple scenes and then we'll still, like, be talking.
Instead of
about
info
those
dumps,
scenes, though.
It'll be Sean taking actual dumps in between the scenes.
I'll have the microphone upstairs and everything. I'll get you right into the toilet.
So what are we around for then?
Just show. Well, somebody's got to hold him. Somebody's got to hold his hand while he takes shits.
Bite your lip, you'll get through this.
I got you, Sean.
Do it.
Who does number 2 work for?
So, I don't like. That's not like. Obviously, we're going to explore some more of our stories in depth. I think Sean's initial plan is Milgard.
Yeah, it's just like it won't. Once I get going, it won't take too long. I do want that book, so I can. Oh, did you bring it?
I did. It's somewhere.
Sweet, because you said it has a better like timeline, sort of. You read it, right?
I don't know where.
I think
somewhere.
it's an interesting way to approach it because an info dump is in a podcast is like one in a fucking 1 in 1. Every podcast is info dumping, right? But to give the listener more of an in-depth and theatrical feel to it, like you're part of the experience. That's something you don't get from everybody. So that's good.
We're different, and
We're different. We're just three middle-aged white guys, and we're different.
I turned 40. I turned 40 soon. You guys want to go bowling?
okay.
We're like
40th
the
birthday.
quintessential podcast group right here. Just three middle-aged white guys starting a podcast. We started when we weren't middle-aged, though, so that's okay.
We were getting there, though.
We were.
I mean, if our what's our what's the age in Canada for norm, like when men die?
I think it's
fucking 80.
Yeah,
Is it
83 years.
All right, so
something.
then we're now okay, because I know in the States it's like 72. So then middle age would be like 30.
Yeah, we
or
just
something.
Canada just dropped down. We might be 79 now.
How do you guys feel about millionaires and Kickstarters? How do you feel about millionaires starting Kickstarters?
It's
What
pretty
are they
weird.
starting them for?
Well, James Van Der Beek's family started a Kickstarter for his medical bills and expenses when he died, and made like $1 million or something like that. Even though, like, prior to him dying, he'd bought a $4 million ranch.
If people want to give them money,
I know, but like, these are people that have money asking for more money and then being given more money, as opposed to somebody who doesn't have money being given money when they need the money.
I get that,
All
but
I can picture is Dawson crying at your comments right now.
Eric Dane as well. Eric Dane, when he passed, a GoFundMe was started, and I'm just like, it seems so like.
Was like so he did buy a $4 million ranch.
Apparently,
Oh, okay.
apparently,
'Cause I was like, what did he do besides Dawson's Creek?
he wasn't he in Friday Night Lights and shit like that?
Oh, that's
Wasn't he
right,
in like
yeah.
a bunch of stuff.
and Varsity Blues and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
But
And
like
then
residuals on Dawson's Creek probably kept them
that
fucking.
probably kept him going, right?
I would assume so.
Yeah, like Dawson's Creek is like still something that must play on some weird syndicated channel somewhere.
Definitely.
I'd imagine, or at least on some streaming service
Yeah.
where they're getting residuals as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think like they're saying, well, we depleted everything with medical bills and stuff like that. But it's like there's assets and that people don't have. And I mean, yeah, you can throw money. It's your money. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it. But I think it's so weird that like you're giving it to somebody that's had more money than you'll ever see in your life.
It is your way of memorializing that you're tying yourself to Dawson from Dawson's Creek.
and that's
yeah.
Like it's an emotional thing. Would I do it? No, but I don't blame the people that do.
Well, I'm not blaming any. I'm not going to be like, you fucker. You took your money and you gave it to this guy. But it's like little Billy Warner fucking dying of cancer with a family that works like a 9 to 5, lower middle class, starts a GoFundMe and they get like $4,000. Then you got fucking James Van Der Beek. Who,
I see what you mean.
Yeah, who starts a GoFundMe, gets $1 million, and he's got a $4 million fucking ranch. That's like
That kid should have had more fans.
I know that's that. Well, that's a society.
There's
yeah.
also like depending on what the follow through is, because a friend of I went to school with her. She had a big Great Dane. He blew out both ACLs or whatever in his front leg, so it was $5,000 per leg for the surgery, and they didn't have the money for it, so they fundraised for it, and they raised way more than they needed, so they put that back into helping other people with animals that needed vet bills or whatever.
Yeah,
They
that's
started
nice.
up their own
That's
charity.
good, yeah.
So it all depends on the follow through after the fact.
I don't know if there is any follow through aside from give us the money and then we'll use that money to like pay for shit that we want. But I think that's probably not the rule.
No,
That would be
you're
the exception
probably
to the
not,
rule.
but-
For somebody to take the excess money and use it for something positive like that, that's probably not something everybody does.
No, but I'm going to say until we know, I'm not going to shit on it yet.
I hear you. I just think it's so fucking weird, GoFundMe. I don't know. Like back in the day, if you needed help, you would just go to your fucking church. And then you'd be like, and then the church would like raise the funds for you or like help you here. But now, I guess you just go on the internet and you make your own community. People go on social media, they post it.
That's where a lot of people that's where their community is now.
I know, it's just such a weird disconnect now.
Some churches still do that too.
Yeah.
They'll be like, this collection is for
Whoever.
Yeah, and that was like
whatever, and usually they know.
I don't know. It's just like there's such a there's such a disconnect. Everybody has a GoFundMe for anything they need help with now. What did you do before?
We should just start an OnlyFans.
I did a GoFundMe last year.
Yeah, but like, what did we do before GoFundMe? What did we do before social media? What if you needed money? What would you do?
Went to the bank,
or didn't get what you needed.
Yeah,
or just die. Yeah, or just suffer. So I don't know. It's just a weird thing for me.
I think it's a neat way to give because like I've donated to several GoFundMe's because if I can help out, I will. But I'm not going to donate to a millionaire's GoFundMe.
Yeah, no, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think GoFundMe was created with that in mind.
No,
it was created for little Billy Warner, not for fucking James Vanderbeek. Is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, didn't Erica Kirk also have like millions and millions and millions on hers?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, and that's another thing too. And like, Charlie wasn't a broke guy. Like,
No,
he had fucking.
Turning Point was
Turning Point was doing real well.
But it's like every tragedy, they're like, how much money do you need? It's like, well, I am a millionaire. Just, Tom, give me a number. What do you need? I'll get it to you right away.
Monetizing patriotism.
Yeah, I guess, right.
Yeah, it's like...
It would be a waste to not take their money.
We got to take care of Charlie's kids and his wife. And it's like, well, Charlie already did that. He made a lot of money while he was alive. And it's like, no. You don't understand. We need you to be more well off and more taken care of. What do you need?
We need to sell shirts.
Then it's like, buy my shirts. Buy my merch.
Yeah.
You guys want a hat? And it's like, all of a sudden Erica Kirk's fucking like dancing and like twerking on stage. And
I love all those WWE entrances with it's like as her like memorial for her husband just coming out to like fireworks and everything. Oh, yeah, that was a weird.
That was a weird time.
I'm just picturing like the weird like hug from Trump and the weird fucking like little look he gave.
Fuck Trump. Trump's so
like
weird.
I think she maybe I don't know has, but also what I don't know if I should say this.
You are in control of the edit
Sure,
here.
That's true. That's true. This was recently. I was just reading today, which I didn't have a chance to fully read, but apparently, and I could be wrong, things happened between Trump and Ivanka, like his daughter, when she was younger.
Oh, that's totally believable.
But this is why Jeffrey Epstein referred to him as the most vile man or vile kind or whatever he said about him.
Trump is literally quoted as saying if she wasn't his daughter, he'd probably be dating her.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know that.
Even with like the age difference between the two, obviously being like essentially like what, 50 years?
Yeah.
50 or 40 years, something like that.
She's probably around 40 years younger.
Don't know.
But he's like, yeah, if she wasn't my daughter, I'd date her. It's like, well, you're 40 years old and she's like a child. And it's like, yeah, I don't care.
And it's your daughter.
Yeah, but if it wasn't his daughter.
But
right?
just the fact that he's thinking about it is like, if you weren't my
There
daughter,
are so many stories about what was buried in Trump's past. And like...
And at Mar-a-Lago.
Well, but just like sexual assault... buried.
It
That was
dates
paid
back
off and buried.
Earliest is the 90s that I've found. I'm sure there's maybe more, but I don't know.
But with everything surrounding him, with all the accusations, with the actual convictions, with the actual things he was found guilty of, like cheating on his wife with a fucking stripper and then paying off the stripper. In the Epstein files, apparently, it was discovered that Epstein actually introduced Trump to Melania, and Melania was just like one of the women that he had around at that time.
Yep.
And
there's pictures of her stripping and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
and everything we know, everything we know about Trump, and they fucking voted for him to run a country, and they still support everything he's doing to this day.
There
Many
is-
people.
And now they've started just polling like mega. Mm-hmm. They don't even poll the country anymore. Now he's got now they're saying 80%
His approval rating is
rating
way
because
higher.
they're only doing it amongst.
Yeah.
But that still means there's 20% of MAGA. That's this guy's fucking.
It's literally insane that
Maybe, I
he's
don't know.
running a country.
But
that
again,
country's attached
statistics
to
are
ours.
for Stalinists. You can just make them up
Yeah.
anytime you want. Anyways, sorry, go on.
Well, it's just and then he's he's threatened how many times to come and try to annex our country and Greenland, everything around him he wants, and now he's starting wars for Israel, and it's like a fucking fever dream. It's like none of this is real,
But we're living it.
I know.
So it's truly going to be interesting what happens in 2028. I think, there's a lot of shit leading up to it. He's going to try to get there hasn't been any declaration of war, so because there's no election coming up yet. But if there's a war on, you don't hold elections during a war, right? Because there's a war happening. Everyone switches to war.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to. That's why there hasn't been a declaration of war in 70 years, whatever.
It is a military operation.
Yeah. And America has invaded countless places over the years and never declared war. They've just gotten around it through Obama, the Clinton, both Bushes.
Well,
George Bush.
didn't they go to war with Iraq?
I feel like George
Did
Bush
they
did
declare
declare
war?
war.
Yeah, I'm pretty
well,
sure.
no, he declared war on terrorism. He didn't. I don't think he declared war on
The
Iraq.
country. Maybe not. I don't know. We'd have to actually research that.
Yeah.
Here, let's see. I could be wrong on this one.
Hey Siri.
But anyways, they lost that war.
Well, no,
I mean, I
it was
guess they
mission
got-
accomplished.
I mean, it was technically because it was to get
They
Saddam
pulled out. It
Hussein.
all
Right?
worked
Yeah.
out. Everything worked out.
Did Bush
Fucking
declare war
Donald
on
Trump
Iraq?
really makes a person miss George Bush, though.
President
I'll tell you that.
George W. Bush did not formally declare war on Iraq through a congressional declaration, but he initiated and launched the 2003 invasion of Iraq following an ultimatum to Saddam Hussein.
So basically the same thing as what's going on in Iran.
Yeah. No actual declaration, but still just getting in there to take the person out. Did they fix Iraq?
They did
I
not.
don't remember. Did they fix it?
You don't hear about it like you used to, though.
Not when
That's
not
'cause there's
not when
enough other
Saddam
things
was-
going on.
Not when Saddam was. I miss those Saddam days.
Operation Desert Storm stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
Yeah, Michael Jackson was in the Epstein files as they didn't like him because
I heard about
apparently
that.
he was trying to help fucking kids.
Yeah.
Not
Help
not
fuck kids or-
kids.
that context is important.
fucking
on that
help.
one.
He was trying to fucking help kids. There we go.
Trying to help kids.
yeah.
Let's leave the
Eliminate
word
that
fucking
word.
out of that, yeah.
But yeah, so apparently Neverland is like
Yeah, like that.
the
Doesn't
whole
that flip
thing is
Surviving Neverland
it
on
quotes
its
to
head?
never. It's supposed to mean never go to the island.
So Neverland was like an underground railroad for children
Never
escaping
Island.
the. Did you hear the conspiracy theory that SpongeBob SquarePants was created for children on Epstein's Island, on Little St. James Island?
Yeah, they had a Pokestop there too.
Yeah, they did.
They just
removed it.
eliminated that.
But I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've heard that theory.
SpongeBob.
The conspiracy theory that it was created for the children there. There's
Well,
everything.
let's
obviously.
go there one day. We should all take a vacation.
to Little St. James.
Well, he doesn't own it anymore, right? Also,
who does own it?
Ellen's set looked eerily close to
Yeah, I
Epstein
saw a
Island.
thing about that.
Ellen
Like the
was
palm
weird, though,
trees
yeah.
and the actual.
Like the columns and everything. Yeah.
It was very weird, and I don't know about that one either. That's all I'm saying about it. Don't know.
I mean,
But
there's-
if she was eating kids and stopped because of all this, and she starts to look really gross, that means eating kids makes you young.
well,
right?
well,
Just
I mean, the science is there.
this is what they're doing, though. This is what part of it, right?
this science goes way back to Elizabeth Bathory, though.
Yeah.
Like that.
Bathing in the blood of virgins.
Yeah, it's not like it's a new thing to like
The
what
route.
what is it? What androchrome, whatever the fuck it's
Adrenochrome.
called. Adrenochrome. Yeah,
That was made up though.
Yeah, but that's what they're saying with this Pizzagate and shit like that. They were saying like the adrenochrome, like.
But there is stuff taken from adrenal glands. Fuck, none of us can
None of
talk
us can
today.
talk today.
But that was the Yeah, but bathing in blood of like virgins and like young women and stuff like that.
Well, there's even
It's good for the skin.
a guy that was taking injections of blood from his son.
Yeah, that guy.
Too, and it was
Biohacking
actually
is-
helping out. So, like, sadly, the science sort of does work.
And if you're rich enough, then it really works.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Just drained now. I'm like, fuck.
Fuck, I need some money. if I'm ever gonna make a play on this planet here. Bill Gates did come out and like admit to sleeping with Russian women. I guess he actually like admitted to it.
Well, it was hard to dispute when it was like, hey, can you give me some drugs I can slip to my wife because I caught an
But-
STD and I don't want her to?
I
He
just
did
don't
send
know-
that email to himself though, so he could have used plausible deniability on that. Been like, well, he sent it to himself, not to me, not to anybody I know. He was just
Reminding himself.
Epstein kind of like sent it to use later. Yeah.
Yeah, but like
Right.
you're already tied to it. You might as well get out ahead of it and be like, yeah, I fucked up and that's all I did. It was Russian prostitutes.
Yeah,
it
that-
wasn't
nothing
kids.
else.
Yeah.
Also, he's a billionaire. Why does he have to go to Epstein to get pills? Or like, you
Well,
know,
because
like,
it was girls he got from Epstein Island that got him, gave him the STD.
Sure, but like, don't bring it back. Like, if I was Epstein, I'd be like, dude, fucking cut it out. Like,
Yeah,
don't
but you're Bill
fucking
Gates.
Talk about it.
You're Bill Gates, so you're not going to want to go to like a pharmacy and be like, I need chlamydia medication. I need syphilis
Well, you
medication.
have billions of dollars. You can pay somebody to do it.
Yeah, you
Well, you
can.
have
You
somebody.
could find somebody who needs the medication and just take it from them.
That's
But
true.
then you have to worry about that person talking about it. If you have Epstein, who's
You have
already a criminal, it's just like you're
billions.
not going to say anything.
There's a lot
Like,
of people throughout the Epstein that not mention names or anything, but he's like, you can kill that person, you can kill this person. Like, he gives the okay on things like that.
See,
The only-
that guy is going to give you the drugs you want.
Yeah.
The only person that even charged as a result of the Epstein files was Prince Andrew.
Yep.
And it wasn't for fucking kids.
Well-
it was because he was sharing information that was not supposed to be shared.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look, but also look, like there's been other world leaders and stuff around the world who have either stepped down or had to step down or have been,
Which is great, but
Oh, yeah,
people
good.
should be going to jail.
but it's not Western world, right? It's other places.
You're saying like some people have been charged
Yeah, they've been
internationally?
Yeah. From their country.
Interesting.
And I wish I could name one right now. But, like I said, my
Now let me
brain
tell you,
is
let me give you
every
a name.
name. I'm not going to remember any names for anything that I've been reading.
There's too much to remember.
Yeah, and I think that's the main thing they're trying to do is just get everyone overloaded as possible.
Well, you know what's
so
fucked
nobody
when
does anything.
Trump's like, hey, how about instead of those
released so
Epstein
many.
files, we talk about aliens? I got some aliens. Well, I'll release the information. And it's like, we just want to see the information about you fucking kids. And then he's like, wow, that's boring. You don't want that.
Look at Iran.
right? So fireworks over there.
Yeah, everything is just a big, like, mass distraction event.
Smoke screen after smoke screen.
He's literally said, like, this is boring. Let's do something less boring. Let's tell the DOJ to, like, get on things that are more interesting. And
Right.
everybody in the world's like, this is all we're kind of interested in, bro.
What do you want?
They-
The entire world wants to know if we're all under the foot of pedophile Satanists.
well,
Controlling
pedophiles for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Satanists, I don't like. What do you consider? Because I mean, like
see,
the Church of Satan.
I don't mean
like,
I don't mean just normal Satanists. I mean like a 6,000-year-old satanic death cult.
This is where I came into the conversation today.
I know, and we're at a minute. We're at an hour 7. Like we could be ending anytime.
and we haven't even talked about satanic
Although I could
death
just
cult.
cut this up into 2 episodes, though.
You could
Yeah.
potentially.
I don't want to, because I don't have any. There's nothing. Like, it's a lot of
Should we do our
based
homework
on the
first?
theology that I have like researched from like actual like classes that I've taken, and then taking that stuff and just incorporating what this stuff seems like at the same time would have been. They would have been seen as the same people and persecuted the same potentially. And this is all just, I'm not saying any names of anything.
I just don't know names. I don't know names. I can't say names.
No, I'm like this.
We're like,
Sean is not suicidal. He knows how to swim. He does not own a gun.
We are like ill-equipped to really fully discuss this, as is everybody else. We're we have information, and then there's a little bit of information that everybody has.
There's just not enough yet.
No.
I have the least amount of information.
There probably won't be. There's like one of the interesting things I found about Epstein files again was there was a shit ton of stuff from 2000, like late 2001 and on, right? And then there's a bunch of stuff before, like from 98, 99, and then there's a giant U in the like columns of like, you know, all the millions of files, the column graph or whatever, between 99 and 2001 that no one talked to Epstein about anything, really? Too much?
Huh.
It's interesting because there was a very important election that time. Y2K was happening too in that time.
September 11th.
Yeah. There was the election with, what's his name? Bush's election, which was highly contested at the time.
Did you see?
And then 9/11.
That deposition with Les Wexner from Victoria's Secret, the Victoria's Secret CEO.
No.
And he was deposed to talk about Epstein. And as he was talking about Epstein, his lawyer leaned in and said, I'll fucking kill you if you keep talking about Epstein. If you keep answering questions.
If you keep saying more than 5 words.
Yeah, because he like kept actually answering the questions.
He kept on answering them and incorporating people that no one was talking about. He was the best witness that anybody could have done.
Yeah, he's like so fucking old, he doesn't care. He's like, yeah, we were all fucking kids. And his lawyer's like, hey, you gotta stop saying you're fucking kids. Please.
Yeah,
and then did you see that video just recently, the deposition with Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, when they had Bill Clinton on the stand and they had a bunch of like images in front of him, and it looked like he was like literally like getting a boner while he was looking at those images, and he was like, oh, and then his lawyer like grabbed the papers away from him and he like grabbed them back and he was like, oh, and then he grabbed him back. I'm not done yet. He grabbed him back, put him down, then he started looking at him and smiling, and he was like shaking, and he's like pointing at one, he's like, oh yeah, and then the lawyer's like, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? It looks like he's like having the time of his life just looking like, at these like fucking old memories that he's got of like Epstein's Island.
Best days of my life.
I can just picture them running around like. But
I mean, how can you
really fast? You know,
how can you believe anything that a Clinton would say? I mean, we're talking about the same guy that would not admit to having sexual relations with Monica Lewinsky and how many other women. Oh yeah, there's a painting of him in the blue dress that Monica Lewinsky was wearing as well on Epstein Island.
What?
Yeah, there's a painting of Bill Clinton wearing a blue dress.
That's hilarious.
That is great.
And then they were like, are you aware of this painting? He's like, yeah, it's pretty famous.
It took me a long time to pose for that. But I look cute.
It'd be the funniest if it was just somebody dunking on him like, you got caught.
Oh, well, probably
You know what I mean? Here, I got this picture with Monica's dress,
But Bill Clinton tried saying that like he didn't know what was happening, nothing, and it's like, man, do you think anybody fucking believes that?
A couple times.
Yeah, Bill Clinton is definitely a pervy, like,
but we do know
sex offender.
We do know that also that not everybody was flying on his plane into the island. There were so many little islands around that had little strips of landing space and everything, that you land there first and then you go.
But then there's also no guarantee that they would take his jet. Like, he had a private jet.
Yep.
But we're talking about a bunch of other people that had private jets too.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So how many people flew in on their own accord?
How many took a boat in?
Yeah, like Elon Musk was begging to go to the island. Elon Musk was like, Jeffrey, when can I get down there and party? I want your most wild party day.
But he was
no more parties.
Yeah, we just stopped the party.
And that's
Sorry,
another.
man.
So Musk came out and he's like, "No, he invited me once and I refused. I vehemently said I would never go." And then, like, the Epstein files revealed that Musk was begging to go to the fucking island.
That's what it seemed like. I was trying to go to get away from there.
I just wanted to see what I didn't want to see.
So trust nobody. Essentially, yes.
I just wanted to know
Don't
where
get
not
killed
to go.
either.
And
Okay, yeah.
none of us are suicidal.
We're not. We all should say it. Should we say our real names and
Not
say
that
it?
it matters. Not that it matters.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
we
somebody.
have 12 or 18 maybe followers.
How
now.
many people have accidentally killed themselves around Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton?
This is, I know, there's
Yeah.
tons. There's a
Yeah.
lot of chefs that have gone off and killed themselves, like high-end chefs.
Accidentally.
Accidentally, or else they found something. Because they are the ones doing the meat.
Yeah, that's possible.
They're the ones preparing the fucking food. Why have all of these chefs died?
Maybe that's what happened to Anthony Bourdain.